Hi, you must be COVID fighter. What makes you think you're qualified? The world's lowest deaths during the 3-year pandemic. In the meanwhile, China's average life expectancy increased by nearly 1 year to 78.2 years. US dropped by nearly 3 years. How did you get through the most harrowing period when COVID first came? I locked myself at home. She what? More accurately, my whole family was locked down. You had the right to do that? We're 1.4 billion people. If China took the US lax approach to COVID, that would mean 5 million deaths. Did I count that right? Plus, China's much poorer and much more crowded. How did you survive the lockdown? The country's best medical resources and staff all came to support our city. We recovered 3 months later. Didn't lockdowns damage the economy? Strictest lockdowns for the fastest recovery. In 2022, we were the only major world economy to grow. And in 2021, China's GDP grew by 8.1%, the fastest in a decade. And the pandemic didn't stop us from achieving poverty alleviation as planned in 2021. Wow. Can you believe in that? Even under zero COVID? Well, actually, in summer 2021, our strategy changed from zero COVID to dynamic zero to deal with the imported COVID variant Delta. What was the difference? Mortality fell from 15% to 5%, but Delta was more contagious with more severe cases. We no longer locked down a whole city, but acted wherever cases flared up to prevent strain on the healthcare system. Oh yeah, you just had 4 ICU beds per 100,000 people, huh? 10 now, but still far from enough, so we waited for a year until the latest Omicron variant was as mild as the flu in late 2022. What's your new strategy for Omicron? We're starting to focus on minimizing severe cases and deaths. No one has ever made it through without a wave of infections and deaths. And what makes you think you're different? Almost all countries went through the process from lockdown to open up, but most rushed to do so in less than a year after the pandemic because of economic consideration. But China, with its people-first attitude, has continued its controls for nearly 3 years until severe cases and deaths have been effectively reduced, and that was the difference. We've been through the most challenging times, and we will make it through this transition. What's your next plan? Accelerating the vaccination of most elderly and shifting to home quarantine for mild and asymptomatic cases. That should free up medical resources and hospital beds for more severe cases. You believe in that? Just wait and see. Wish you a safe exit from this pandemic. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Next. Yes. 1.1 million deaths? You kidding me? Freedom fights everything! You know what I'm saying?